How did we get here? I'm genuinely asking, how did we get here? How do we go from begging for Triple H to take over the reins and to get a senile old Vince McMahon out of the booking seat to this? How did we get from a product that made us felt like a outer body experience? Fantastic characters, fantastic elements, surprises, shocks, twists and turns, unpredictable booking. How do we get from that to where we are today? Have things changed so drastically in the landscape of the world that we get announcements that WWE and Slim Jim are continuing their partnership and Slim Jim is going to be on tables now? The monopolization of wrestling, capitalism hasn't been, that's not a new concept. This has been around forever. But something about this just feels very sleazy, doesn't it? And we get that announcement after R-Truth and Carlito have been released. That just feels kind of nasty to me. And I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm someone who's been campaigning for the younger superstars to come up to be able to do more for the new generation to take over. So it's not like I'm boo-hooing and crying over R-Truth and Carlito, not re-signing. It's just the circumstances that rub me the wrong way personally. R-Truth, as I've said in my previous video, could have had a hero send-off, a five-star classic with John Cena, and that's objective, by the way. But I'm just saying you could have given them more time to actually have a good match on Saturday Night Main Event with a different ending, and then let R-Truth walk off in the sunset. Carlito is a different case entirely. I'm a huge Carlito fan, if you didn't know that. The first wrestling merchandise I ever bought was the orange Eat Spit shirt from Hot Topic. Went to school with this shirt and did not get favorable attention from teachers because I had Eat Spit on the back of my shirt, but it was my favorite t-shirt ever. I loved Carlito. I always wanted him to come back to WWE. I always thought he would be WWE champion. But for him to come back, be a part of the LWO, don't even get to compete in the match at WrestleMania, but shout out to Andrade. I was happy about that. And then become the comedy guy for the Judgment Day. And he's had some great moments as a comedy guy for the Judgment Day. Don't get it wrong. I can take a joke. But to come back just for that, he got the bag, cool. And then just for his contract to be null and void. And that at least he won a championship in Puerto Rico. That's cool. But how do we get here? WWE releases are not uncommon. We just had some before this, but I think these hit a little bit harder because of, like I said, the circumstances. These are guys who, oh yeah, we're just gonna let their contract run out, or we're not gonna renew. You could have asked R-Truth to retire, and you could have gave R-Truth a farewell tour if it was that deep. And you know what makes this worse? Reports, rumors, whatever. It's a Triple H call. Mm. Now listen, to get that call from a guy who has worked with these individuals directly for many years, who has personal relationships with these individuals, to get railroaded like that is kind of crazy. Even if he told them beforehand, for him to make that decision, I think even if he did make that decision, they should have let TKO take the blame for that. Triple H's favorability with most, let me not say that. Y'all get pissy about stuff like that. With a good amount of wrestling fans is not good right now. This is how you crumble an empire. PR and public perception is a big thing. When I have all these people coming in my comment section calling you Triple K and you do weird stuff and you let reports come out, even if the reports are fake, 'cause I have a lot more to say. It's just not a good look because because the more energy you feed into something or the more energy that's fed into you, at the end of the day, that's going to be reality for some people. A rumor that Charlotte Flair was furious with Triple H and how he handled the R-Truth situation. Even if it's fake, it's not a good look. Calling Triple H a bald fraud, and if she did, I'm sure Charlotte Flair might be a face after people hear that one. That's not a good look. The Miz taking WWE out of his bio. The Miz, who's a company man through and through. Even if it's just because he's not going to renew, that's not good. Gunther, your current guy taking WWE out of his bio is not a good look, even though I think Gunther already signed an extension some time ago. Obviously, I don't think Gunther's leaving, but I think the superstars are upset. This isn't like the old days. There's no locker room morale. There's no Undertaker, even though I'm happy they don't do that no more because Undertaker was bugging as the wrestler's court or whatever the case may be. He was tripping. Being like Jonathan Coachman said, bro, Coach Vince Russo, a lot of these guys have been coming out saying things. They've been saying some real stuff, bro. Like, what is going on here? Are you not renewing because these people were ready to go? Are you not renewing for some Slim Jim? You not renewing to put some meat on the table? Are you not renewing because you're signing so many outside forces? The Mariah Mays of the world are on the way, which I don't have a problem with. And like I said, I want the younger talent to take over, bro. Within the next 5 years, bro, the WWE is going to look very different. We obviously can't and we shouldn't keep the same people around forever. But the way they're going about things, if this was just this is how the situation should have been handled. If the contract's going to expire, okay, make that clear prior to and give them send-offs. Give them something significant to do right before they leave. Give them, you know what I'm saying, a going away party, something. Our Truth tweeted, I have been released from the WWE. And we all thought it was a joke. We all thought it was a troll. This seems legit. I'm at a loss of words. I'm trying to figure out how we got here. Genuinely, I'm not trolling. I'm not playing around. I'm not trying. Like I said, I'm not trying to tear down the company. I want every wrestling company to be successful. As a fan, that gives us more stuff to watch. I don't come on here to try to tear down WWE. They're doing it themselves. These rumors and stuff coming out, your own superstars basically rallying against you. And Karrion Cross is a bold man. Karrion Cross is a bold man. I wouldn't have tweeted nothing, even though he didn't say nothing crazy. He just said, hey, still support R-Truth and Carlito, even when they're not here. It's not like they're gone forever. They're still alive, bruh. But the situation you're in right now is super duper over. Every time this man pops up on screen to do a 1 minute backstage segment, the crowd goes crazy. You could barely hear him speaking because he gets that much of a pop. And they're not doing nothing with you. You're about to have a program with Sami Zayn to turn Sami Zayn heel, and he's not in the Money in the Bank. Hmm. It's very interesting, right? WWE, they need to do something, man. They need to do something and need to do something quick before the empire officially crumbles. Take risk. Stop playing it safe. I love WWE, bro. I'm always love WWE, and I'm gonna support them until the very end if there is an ending. But I gotta be honest, bro. I don't know everything. I don't think I know everything. My opinion isn't the most important opinion in the world. But at the end of the day, bro, does this not feel kind of disgusting to y'all? Like capitalism is a thing, bro. But like I'm literally feel like I'm watching an unskippable ad YouTube video, bro. Every time I watch Raw. Raw really used to come crazy back in the day, bro. And when I finally got the privilege to watch Raw on cable, when we finally got cable as a kid, bro, I would stay up late just to watch it. But now I gotta watch Raw and they keep showing Tyrese Halliburton and selling Tyrese Halliburton merchandise. And am I watching Raw? Am I watching NBA TV? Slim Jim in the middle of the ring, Snickers, Dude Wipes, um, I forgot the law firm thing that's annoying. It's Mason and Mace, whatever the case. It's just crazy, bro. And we blame TKO, we blame Triple H, just blame the whole entity at this point. Triple H is making calls, obviously. So that's what's been said. TKO is signing off on them because they want to save money, obviously. I have no problem with trimming the fat of a roster. But like I said 1,000 times, there are certain ways to do things. There are certain people to get rid of, and there are certain reasons why you do what you do. I'm not saying you should have kept R-Truth around forever. I'm not even saying he could have made it to the end of this year. I'm just saying the way him and Carlito was just done is crazy to me. The Judgment Day came out tonight. Just Finn and JD McDonough. You brought Carlito back way back when at what was it, Backlash, Puerto Rico? Officially, he came back right after that. You brought him back for what? He didn't have to come back to be world champion, but what did he really do of significance? He didn't even get to have a feud with Rey Mysterio. If you want to keep it a buck, and he was the one that took out Dragon Lee and what have you, right, for WrestleMania. And then Andrade took his place, and then we didn't even get to do anything really with Carlito, Andrade, Rey Mysterio. Carlito couldn't even come back and finish as United States champion one more time to just a little callback. And now Valhalla's done, which she wasn't doing much anyway, understandable, right? So I can't really speak on that because at the end of the day, if they were gonna have her do something, she should have been with the War Raiders the whole time. But it is what it is. And if I was her, I would stay going this time. They've been playing around her for a long time, whether she was active and ready to go or not. But she would just sign for no reason. There are certain releases that make logical sense, right? The Carlito release isn't a horrible release because he should have never came back, period. He came back and got the bread, good. But he came back for what? To be the eighth to be the eighth person in LWO and then to be the sixth person, fifth person in the Judgment Day. That's why he came back. R-Truth, he's been around a long time. Him retiring, okay. But somebody like that, like I said, should retire, if anything. If he's not ready to retire, you keep the veteran in the locker room. You keep certain lifers around. Because there are other people who's been around if longer than him, if not the same, over a decade, that would still be here for another 5 to 10 years with no problem. And do most of them deserve it? Sure. If you talk about the guys like the Randy Ortons of the world and people like that, yeah. But there are still other people who have been lingering. You could have let go of Apollo Crews. I'm just saying, no diss to Apollo Crews. But I'm just saying, bro, this TKO acquisition wasn't a good idea. It wasn't a good idea. Vince McMahon just couldn't keep himself together. I would rather Vince McMahon, if he never got into that situation, that he was still running the company right now, no matter what type of booking we would have in today's WWE. I promise you, at least it would be surprising and shocking. Think about it. The world advances. We probably still would have got some ads and stuff and some partnerships, but I don't think it would have been like this, bro. Because before TKO got to WWE, it wasn't like this. And they were still making money. The Peacock deal was like what, $1 billion deal? Netflix deal, I'm sure Netflix had to pay that bread to get them regardless. They're not hurting for money, bruh. And if you gotta release people to save money, cool. I want the younger talent to come up, but people like this, isn't this what you wanted? Did you want the young talent to get more shine? They're not. They're gonna still use the same people. It's still gonna be Seth Rollins, CM Punk. John Cena's about to retire. It's gonna be Seth Rollins, CM Punk, all these type of guys. The younger talent not getting on until these guys are booked in the mid card or out of card scene, bro. It's not gonna make a difference. So it's for nothing. It's frustrating as a fan, bro. But we have options. Now, more than ever, use your options and look for other wrestling outlets. It doesn't have to be AEW. It doesn't have to be TNA. Maybe try some New Japan. Maybe look at the indie scene. Maybe go to your local wrestling promotion in your state, bro. I'ma still support because I'm hopeful that this will change and that they will listen to the fans. Bringing "We Want Our Truth" signs, chanting "We Want Our Truth," complaining about the ads, booing. So I'm sorry I couldn't, give y'all a lot of positive energy, but this is actually upsetting for real. People gonna try to come and be goofy, but bro, this for some people, bro, this is our outlet, bro. This is how we escape reality. Have fun. Just like y'all watch the basketball game, y'all watch movies, y'all play the game. We just want wrestling to be fun. And it just doesn't feel that way anymore. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all later, man.